Let's start this lesson with a quick recap of the words and phrases we learned in the last lesson. How do you say the following in French? A bottle. Une bouteille. How much is it? C'est combien? Excuse me. Excusez-moi. The water. L'eau. The bill. L'addition. A bottle of wine. Une bouteille de vin. A bottle of water. Il bouteille d'eau. The wine. Le vin. Here's your first word in French for this lesson, and it's a verb. Essayer. Essayer. It means to try. Essayer. I've put the to in brackets in to try. This is because in English, sometimes the verb is to try, and other times we simply say try. For example, look at the two sentences on the screen now. I would like to try the wine, but then can I try the wine? The third sentence uses to try, and the second just uses try. But this is an English thing that doesn't change anything in French. In French, you always use essayer, whether it's to try or just try. So how would you say in French, I would like to try the wine? Je voudrais essayer le vin. Je voudrais essayer le vin. How would you say, I would like to try the chilies? Je voudrais essayer le fromage. Je voudrais essayer le fromage. Here's your next phrase in French. Puis-je? Puis-je? It means, can I? Puis-je? So how would you say in French, can I try the wine? Puis-je essayer le vin? Puis-je essayer le vin? Or how would you say, can I try the cheese? Puis-je essayer le fromage? Puis-je essayer le fromage? How would you say, I would like to try that, please? Je voudrais essayer ça, s'il vous plaît. Je voudrais essayer ça, s'il vous plaît. The phrase puis-je means can I, but it can also mean may I. So puis-je is can I or may I in French. So how would you say, may I try that? Puis-je essayer ça? Puis-je essayer ça? Here's another verb for you to use in French. Payer. Payer. It means to pay. Payer. In French, you don't pay for something, you simply pay. What I mean is that you don't have to use the word pour with payer like we do in English. For example, je voudrais payer le vin. Je voudrais payer le vin. That sentence means I would like to pay for the wine. In French, however, the sentence just means I would like to pay the wine. In French, you haven't got to say payer pour. You just say payer le vin, to pay the wine, to pay for the wine. So how would you say in French, can I pay for the coffees? Puis-je payer les cafés? Puis-je payer les cafés? Or how would you say, may I pay for the wine? Puis-je payer le vin? Puis-je payer le vin? How would you say in French, I would like to pay the bill? Je voudrais payer l'addition. Je voudrais payer l'addition. Or how would you say, I would like to pay my bill? Je voudrais payer mon addition. Je voudrais payer mon addition. I'll give you a final verb for this lesson. Faire. Faire. It means to make. Faire. Now, all these words that I've been giving you in this lesson with the two in brackets in front of them are called verbs. But what is a verb? Well, verbs are sometimes called action words, to try, to pay, to make, and in English you often see them with a to in front of them. So far in this lesson we've had essayer, which means to try, payer, which means to pay, and faire, which means to make. So whenever you see the to in brackets in front of a word in this course, you'll know it's a verb. How will you say in French, can I make a reservation? Puis-je faire une réservation? Puis-je faire une réservation? Or how would you say, I would like to make a reservation? Je voudrais faire une réservation. Je voudrais faire une réservation. How would you say, may I make a reservation for 3 people, please? Puis-je faire une réservation pour 3 personnes, s'il vous plaît? Puis-je faire une réservation pour 3 personnes, s'il vous plaît? Or how would you say, I would like to make a reservation for 8 people? Je voudrais faire une réservation pour 8 personnes. Je voudrais faire une réservation pour 8 personnes. So far in this lesson it's had essayer, which means to try, puis-je, which means can I or may I, payer, mean to pay or to pay for, and faire, which means to make. So now we've added a few verbs to our section of French vocabulary. Let's practice putting them together into sentences. How do you say the following in French? I would like to try that, please. Je voudrais essayer ça, s'il vous plaît. Je voudrais essayer ça, s'il vous plaît. Can I try the wine? Puis-je essayer le vin? Puis-je essayer le vin? Can I make a reservation? Puis-je faire une réservation? Puis-je faire une réservation? I would like to make a reservation. Je voudrais faire une réservation. Je voudrais faire une réservation. Can I make a reservation for 3 people, please? Puis-je faire une réservation pour 3 personnes, s'il vous plaît? Puis-je faire une réservation pour 3 personnes, s'il vous plaît? Can I pay for the coffee? Puis-je payer le café? Puis-je payer le café? Can I try the cheese, please? Puis-je essayer le fromage, s'il vous plaît? Puis-je essayer le fromage, s'il vous plaît? May I try the chicken, please? Puis-je essayer le poulet, s'il vous plaît? Puis-je essayer le poulet, s'il vous plaît? Now, if you look at puis-je and essayer, well, puis-je ends in the letter E, and essaying starts with letter E, and in speaking, generally you'll hear these sound like one wrong word. Rather than puis-je essayer, you'll hear people say puis-je essayer. So they will link the 2 words together. Puis-je essayer. So the je and the essayer will sound like one word. Puis-je essayer le poulet, s'il vous plaît?